Abusia enei enimguase aka Office of the Special Prosecutor Chairman Penyifo aka to order da so hena ontia futuo na de ne ho agyanan ekobedwam sɛdeɛ yewura sifa gina simpie so egu former finance minister yewura Ken Ofori Atta ho fin yenina hu the national security code fie kokko ready ho ye enkoda nchen cross the embargo ato no so a wo pe na wonya no asansem we nina no na ehu enhia Esquire Nana J Bafu awu a edeba betu dwa se article 19 ma ho kwan se obi mpo eni ho na se wadi o man dream bia ye obi bi e friend absentia utimi de charge bonipa no rather than say yewura OSP etiti media so ebua ne eyekunfo ne ne ye ne bo mama no che se formally OSP a charge yewura former finance minister Ofori Atta ne kofuku nsie ka ne ho with 78 counts of corruption-related offenses. Our muchim sa banye etwa no company a friend strategic mobilization company limited scandals because wa and who be here say be here yewura Ken Ofori Atta atoto na no. Na sansemi hu obi ene Esquire na je twetwe ho previously and nei e ba say yewura file these charges against him so no or twetwe ho komo che say nei wama ho kwan say former finance minister Krabit me a file bibi etia OSP and I say aban no che na ehun hia.
Finally on SML in sense seminar or the Ken Ofori Atta and I think 7 others or 6 others, yes, in Jomunyina is 7 Ken Ofori Atta and 7 others or the one court that started criminal prosecution against them. I mean, it brings into focus the fact that you don't necessarily need the accused person to be present and send what me institute action against him or her. And I remember so when make his argument no edda e will show ye eso. Do you stand vindicated the akoso me pacho?
Me pacho me da wase. Sia o man hine kwabena santema me.
Oje oso.
Na me chia watifo nyina. O hine all say papa ne sha se o2 anamo no. As far back as February or March, Sabrina Yako Parliament for 4. And I'm the Asama okay, who say, Open Sabi, a Juma we know. You know what them any media so. Enti media mukasano. I say, Ado Sododo. I told you, media mukasano. Send obisibe canono. I say, Anani Pano were before we are Nessa. Enti se wugidi se ura Ken waye boni pia waye Ghana boni na wo evidence fako court try no in absentia ekoba na nkrofo si debi wanwani enekoba yi enye no de ne court in absentia obi article 19(3) of the constitution eye obvious upu bi abono kwadu na wunya no a ana wuni memu out in the court, utmi court, a brand pano uniho. Intine, Senosi canon, we have been vindicated. But a highlighting yama bibri, edikai, time na OSP, a press conferences, I can't tell me, Adena won't court, a nankophobia, you know. And then, so what me a court, a bra winya Ken. And I'm a boy.
That's true.
Arrest warrant na okoji wo court no. So okoji na bra won charge no. Obi bien ye court ni gina so de masa order no. Did you go there merely to say me peno aye hwehwemu ana yabono kwadu minya no intimo me arrest warrant na. And a court in the man. We need to interrogate all these things because we need to be your mind here chichire say we would say I was a court no all the agencies of state na omutumi achieve your objective. But the court shouldn't also lose sight of the fact say all the agencies of state no you need to be sending na eden eda no enti Sabi, one here, Obi tumi bi a yɛde ama no. So sɛ bi court ni gidi sɛ bi a ɔde yɛ bibi papa no. Obetumi de atitimaamu ni bɔne. Amatimani no sɛ bi ne ho aka adwam. So ate ase.
Yes.
Enti ne gidie ne sɛ yɛn court no sɛ bi nsɛm bi sɛ ba ɛwɔ so ɔmutumi probu ne yie. Saa na all democratic countries ɛyɛ. So ɛnyɛ sɛ bi a yɛma sɛ bi blank check sɛ deɛ wopɛ bi a yɛ because woyɛ security agency. What I say? Yes, sir. Na court na adwuma to sin. Na kyerɛ sɛ citizens no I also court no bɔ mo ban no. Court no mo ban because obi hwɛ sɛbi fane sɛ wo ya appoint to attorney general. Ya appoint to chief executive of Yoko. Ya appoint to chief executive of FIC. And I say special prosecutor. Already no emrana ma wutumi I said who are dating ordinary citizen no. What they make out my say? Who are they partying because to be a brand the amount bebre. Sabi impensis would to me for Timiwa or walk away day for a betty. Yeah. Enti and non tina court to the day a war. Court to what say a bit yang Timemu for no and this sabi obia. Ghana yɛde kan da tumi ahyɛ ne nsa sɛ ne bɛyɛ a ɔntumi fa tumi ne mu nka me so na sɛ nipa no ba wo hɔ na ɔma ne easy pass a na ne sɛbi na court no ɔbɔ nipa ho ban anaasɛ ɔmu nipa no ban ɛno nti na ne for me it brings into sharp focus the way the court is also granting bails what you say obi sɛbi anyado sɛbi akronto sɛ wo mako Yoko, mako FIC ana baby. They impose ana NIB. They impose very hefty bail conditions on me because of at that time or your investigations, you know, obi say bi obi hu se me hu wom ana me hu nim no onya establish you. Now or the hefty bail condition I then atome so. Na owiea na me se ma me nko court na court won vary me duruwa court me se how kra de me yo de chance a obi me akoya na ase e bae
and I think no so no I remember say some people decided to go to the court to test the law. Yes, granted say delegated powers and exercise into the police, Yoko, and all of those investigative agencies are more power to grant bail. With conditions attached to the bail. But where it's getting to I say that power is being abused.
And I know Attorney General about Parliament.
Yes.
And I'm and say the Minister of Justice near Koson AFA na okache me say AFA obi
the Attorney General said that
Attorney General okache me say the Koson AFA munko pe the hands up na munhim obi
Sempa FE
Ghana na ye chekere no moma ye nyina ye ni nkohu ne yehu se ye nchekere e ma ye hu sabi ni akwesi agya no gina he obi mabru mfie aduanan men na aka me wa asase we so no nyame benim nanso ye the Bible mu asem ye adwuma obi sabi Bible sie nua eye mfie aduoso a de aka no and also nchen de medina asase so
that's true
e kire say oman no de me ye ne me yema me ma me yema me nananom eni nchirima se ye nyina ye beti ase saa ye be ya adwene nya ye de ye ene de sene de fata e de amanchirima then yes a political convenience inti na sabi ene uye bibi e kina ene aso wonan wasane o e kina be so nan aso wonsa hands that na wo kan sa de na record no ye be bo a kire wo so ti ase ye be bo a kire wo obi hwe ye seketa se ne pro ye enye ye jitu let's fight it but along the line you know, you're making sure say your due process of law no so no Jem Bichino, send a bear or china. Ubia so mefa hunye bibi ntiao or mefa hunye bibi ntiame.
Yeah, but the argument can be made, sir. There have been instances, either the accused persons now are court for variations in the bail condition. The court, and I'll give example, the case of a Provincial, former boss CEO. Osha or call court, no? Yes, court net so there, but some things say it's still even, onerous, around 30 million Ghana cedis or so. Osha, the case of National Service, the former boss of National Service now, a court of competent jurisdiction, a man, that bail condition, be 800 million Ghana says the point is in deciding the bail condition, no, say financial crimes are. The court is always minded by the amount involved. A kokoban is and you will be the commentary. Anna
Ohini, Sebi, the law is clear. There is a presumption of innocence.
Absolutely.
So you start from there.
Absolutely.
In Tinipani, I didn't when him and chose who would default. So, a tossum,
FM.
And so what yes, no one who say bail conditions, it is not to impose a punishment because people know only some workers where they would default. So, if you quite do I a diabono, is here dear. Nebum dear here and say, Nipano, Sabi, yes, said that's a omra quota, obeying, obeba.
Yes.
Inti conditions should be conditions a bema day abako. And yes, say, what the sikabotini be so send your bear on to me na bill no waka pre-sign. Na time be a open on your free prison about court. Says near penalty how offenses would have been non-bailable offenses.
Yes.
But anti-saying, I mean, as we impose conditions, I wash a shadow of a day. So what I say, Sebi, my main fact will be to say, my wound to me, example. No matter what you may think of him, you know that first and foremost, or a chairman of the MPP was anti-region current and your past.
Yes.
So what I say, Ranya Shekurano, we need media entities. So, Ranya Shekurano, Usasu nim say, Sebi, Papano, need dietesi be a Wesi Ghana or the Abetua Bonting.
Yes.
And this man has very strong ties with the Republic of Ghana. It is what when Bill Ben Awodemano. This person is entitled to a self-recognizance bail.
And are you saying, sir, for a person like that, no, the court should not consider the amount involved in the alleged crime?
The amount involved in the alleged crime should be considered. But now we are biased. They are looking at the side of the prosecution. But you see, the bail condition, when the court is granting bail, the court is exercising a discretionary power.
Yes.
Under our law, when you are exercising a discretionary power, you look at all the facts before you in its totality. At that stage, nobody has produced evidence by before time and also yet. At the same time, nipa need before say nipa need different what judge would name just a one person sabi why you say nipa no would for at all cost.
Yes.
But so when you are watching there, you don't proceed along those lines. You are guided by the constitutional provisions. Say sabi nipa no where you need na semuya when you de uniform. That is, all men are presumed to be innocent. Now, your next level, like I said, is Papa, your friend of force to Beba. Wama may a day. Into usually punish circumstances. No other two animals, Papa, Miss Pediane, the Eugene, dear. Sabi, and Yadu will be Johnny. So what I say, to be faster than Tamaklu, facts, and compare with such a man to me. Because said Nam Tamaklu, until her appointment, nobody knew her in Ghana. Sedina Tamaklu, she was a former CEO, not a current CEO. That are two different things.
Okay.
Now, Sebi, a manuklo to say MPP, the regional chairman, thought I say, the big obiani moon to me. So the bechono. Said the all pre-class will be a national chairman. To ocean the facts now. Ocean the facts now. Now, Casse, Sabi, oh, Mano, Bill Sama, a heftier, not and yet, Sabi, not one year fair.
Okay.
And that's our discretion. Why exercise? A pony subu. The other cases, the economy. But ocean the totality of the facts now. So we treat individual cases, on their own separately. So what I say.
Yes.
Now, offer the state agencies yeah. Now offer the courts area. Ekaya me say ensunsuye nyeden enem.
Okay.
Ensunsuye nemwa. Enu na be man kofo bi sase na de na ekoso. Entry much say the state agencies ne ye no. It said the court no so ye den so what I say.
Yes.
Into yes no na nipa bisa se de na ekoso. It obi. So obi pamemi pemi achemi. Na sabi court to them na me kojia home. Na mako stress ye be kama simbi amame. Me sure sa niema we nyina na manya reshi mu se bi true court to them wa menya ba amobambo. But me sure na menya ahobambo a obi na gidie wo emere mu no e wo hefa.
That's the $1 million question. $1 million question. And you will see, but for war with your years of practice, what do you reckon should be the way out? It was so because Supreme Court now to test the laws, Meboa.
We normally the exercise of the court's discretion.
I get it, but I mean, Poname share the state agencies, Nediana, and more powers to grant bail with conditions,
And only say over to Supreme Court if you think say unconstitutional. But you see the powers to grant bail the state agencies, especially the police, and that Obia and Amanutunia police for one. Or exercises are to me. It is a walk quarter. Now we call say the exercise of it be unconstitutional.
Maybe you couch your reliefs in a way it be making sense on the face of the document. For example, she say because the 48-hour rule and there seemed to be a trend developing, say the state agency, I mean notably from the attitude in the last few months, Ioko would pick you up knowing say 48-hour rule they after 24 hours now omama bail condition, which bail condition some have argued say onerous, hefty, meaning say won't me meet is our bail condition now you would be in there past 48 hours. How would that play out looking at a 48-hour rule? Say be how they call the quarter, and I think a honor now be share to me a couch
work out to release for it to amount to a breach of the constitution.
Absolutely.
Say